This episode of Ask the 8-Ball Podcast is brought to you by BBOPS, Lola's Fine Hot Sauce, and the Mullin Team at ReMax Revolutions.
Hi, I'm Quinn, and I'm listening to my daddy and Cody.
For me, it was when I first started doing it, I was trying to figure out, he's a big guy. Talk about that a little bit. And for me, it's more, I think it's more talking about like being short or single or whatever it may be. You know what I mean?
See, I don't think it should just be limited to just your physical characteristics.
Yeah.
There's so much more to me other than just being a black dude.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to take, like, in my opinion, talk about marriage. My whole, what three things are important to you? That's what I would go with.
Yeah.
So if being short or a white male is important, that's what you talk about. If being married, having cats, and, making model trains is your thing, talk about those. Talk about the things that you're passionate about.
That's why talk about titties so much, right?
Goddamn, I love titties. Who don't love titties? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Titties.
Love
I noticed
fucking
it. I was trying to lead up to it,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, you got me with that one.
Found it in the closet.
Yeah, in the closet. Come on, man.
Well, I only bust it out for special occasions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Titties.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up, Cody?
Not much, man. What's up with you?
Oh, not a lot. What's new?
I don't know, man. Let's ask the 8-Ball.
All right. You ready to rock and roll?
I'm always ready.
Are you? The throat opened up now?
I come prepared.
What's up with all these sections in the windows?
Hey,
your throat opened
he had his
up.
throat stretched
You ready
today.
to go? Your throat opened
He had his
up?
throat stretched.
I did not get my throat stretched, but wrong medical procedure.
No.
I got my asshole stretched.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah.
You had a colonoscoscopy?
Wrong tube.
You had a
Well, same tube, wrong hole.
Wrong hole, yeah.
They wash in between it. So.
And that's before he went to the doctor.
Yeah. Well, before he went out, they went in this way, and then they came up the other way.
Yeah.
He's like, shouldn't you be wearing gloves when you're doing that? Nah, it's fine.
I just spit on it.
All right, here we go. We're closing in on getting close to 100 here on Ask the 8-Ball. I want to appreciate all you fans for checking us out and watching us.
Yeah.
We got a legend.
And
Mom.
Yep.
We got a legend on the show tonight. I think we've seen him doing comedy for at least 10 years.
Oh, at least, yeah.
And just want to say thanks for being on the show, Dannie Tee.
Yeah, what's up?
How long have you been doing comedy?
Man, last time I checked, I want to say it's been like 16 years, maybe.
Okay.
Man, what's that man for? I know I started in 2005.
Okay, so 17 years?
Is that 17 years? I'm off by a year.
That's all right.
Yeah, at the old Funny Bone over there on Hickman.
Is that
That's
how
where
you-
I got my start?
That's how you got started? Did they have open mics, or how'd you get started?
They did have open. I remember, man, you guys remember that show, Last Comic Standing?
Yeah.
Absolutely, I do.
That had came out, and I don't think I really thought about comedy, but that was out. And as I sat there and watched it, and even like their process, they made it look like people off the street just walked up, tried comedy, and they got on the show. It's like, oh, I can do that. Yeah. So I sat down, put together some, materials, went to the Funny Bone, or found out anyway when they have open mic, which back then it used to be on Monday nights over on Hickman.
Yep.
And did my little 2-3 minutes of comedy and was hooked ever since, man.
Okay.
We had a couple guys on from Last Comic Standing on the show.
Oh, really? Like who?
Dale Jones.
Dale Jones.
Okay.
Was one.
Pete Lee.
Pete Lee.
Pete
yep.
Lee.
Yep.
Pete
Yeah.
Lee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Funny guys.
Yeah, very funny.
Oh, for sure.
Did
do
you ever,
go ahead.
Did you ever audition for the show?
I did. I went to Chicago, Zanies, and auditioned for it. Oh, man, I can't remember what year it was, but I want to say it was probably like season 5 or 6. And I remember when we went up there to audition for it, it was so cold that they didn't allow anybody to stand outside in the line because they were scared that they might, have a
Hypothermia.
Yes. So they gave everybody like a little callback sheet. And I think I still had that sheet at home. I should have brought it if I knew that you guys were going to ask me about it.
That's
And
all right.
it was pretty cool where it was like, hey, we reserve your spot in line. Just come back out, show this to the producers that you get a chance. So I went there. I did my thing in front of Ross and I think it was Bob, the two guys that was on the show.
Okay, yep.
And
Ross, the old Italian guy?
well,
Ross.
it was the big heavyset guy, and it was
that used to be on Jay Leno?
Yeah, I don't know what they were on. I just remember from the Last Comic Standing.
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
the two judges that seemed like they always went around and they gave you the thumbs up, thumbs down,
Yeah.
And so I auditioned for them, and it was cool to see them from the TV show in person.
Yeah.
And I did my little 2 or 3 minutes, whatever they had me doing. They weren't laughing much, but I remember the cameraman and like the other people were laughing and dying. I used to do this one bit where I used to take my shirt off, and ain't nothing funnier than a fat guy in a small shirt, right? So I did that bit, and the camera people are laughing and getting the joke. And they was like, yeah, we think you're funny, but you're not what we're looking for, whatever they said. So it's like, it is what it is. And I think I was only like in comedy for like 3 years. So you talking about 2008?
Yeah.
When I did it. So it's just like, I kind of took it as a learning lesson, but it's like, oh, maybe I get a chance to be one of them guys on the clip when they do the fast little cuts.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Where you have a fat guy in a small shirt, but I didn't even make the clip, so that's the story of my
Do
life.
you remember any of do you still use any of the jokes from then, or do you?
Yeah, the killing part about my comedy is that I think I still use 50% of my jokes because I am still the same person who told those jokes.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, granted, there's 50% I lost because either I don't feel that way or either, my life has changed to a certain extent or either I'm matured. I like to say I like to mature, so I've outgrown those jokes,
Right.
I don't watch cartoons no more.
Hey, cartoons are great.
Yeah, I watched The Simpsons earlier.
Yeah, that's a lie. I like Family Guy, but anyway, I digress.
But one thing you never outgrow is titties, right?
I never outgrow them. No, I do not.
So the one thing I've noticed, I've been seeing you at open mics recently,
Yeah.
and I remember watching back then, obviously you had the titties
Yeah.
going on. And I remember a lot of your jokes are structured the same, it's kind of sexual or whatever. And
You think I'm a sexual comedian?
I think a little
Dude, you
bit.
trying to get me divorced up in here, dude? My jokes do have a sexual tone to it, but I wouldn't say they're always sexual. And maybe it's because you talk about the things you want all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm a married dude. I've been married for like 23 years, so that's definitely one thing that's always on my mind. But I wouldn't say I'm sexual.
Not like a bad way.
I
but
think you made it sound bad. You made
It was not meant to
made
be
me sound
bad.
like a big old pervert or something. Like you'll watch Dannie Tee talk about titties and sex.
Yeah, well,
I talk about other stuff.
yeah.
he told me he's like, when you're doing your research, just go on Pornhub and type Dannie Tee. I was like, turns out it was just a whole bunch of titty videos. I didn't know what was going on.
Hilarious.
So do you have? So when you started out in 2005, went to the Last Man Standing in 2008.
Yeah.
How's your career, I guess, kind of progressed along the way?
My career has progressed at the pace of a snail. That's how I like it right there.
Okay.
And that was by choice.
Okay.
I mean, there was definitely, I have a family of 4 kids and a wife. Like I said, I've been married 23 years. And I started doing comedy when I had, I want to say I had 1 kid for sure, maybe second one on the way.
Okay.
And the thing about it was one of those things, like I said, based on the TV show and, you got stressors in your life, you just need, it's kind of like a stress relief.
Right.
So when I started to do comedy, I was already married. And my wife didn't sign on for me to do comedy. And I mean, anybody that does comedy, that's pretty stressful. Not only are you up there telling like some of your deepest, darkest secrets about yourself, but other people, including your wife, and then the late nights that you're out at a bar. Now, you take it with comedy. How many wives are okay with their husbands going out and just hanging out at the bar till like 12 o'clock in the morning and all this other stuff with a baby at home? And it's like, pretty much, that just seems unusual.
Yeah.
Now, if I was a single dude, it is what it is. I think that's why they get a lot more progression or a lot more progress. Or if you have a wife that maybe met you before or after, before you was in the business, they kind of know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
Right.
So for me, I had to kind of check myself and kind of back it off a little bit. I mean, she still supported me in different things I've done because, I have a knack for it. So she was okay with it, and I got some good opportunities that I got to travel with a couple of comedians, go out and do some shows, got in with some different bookers and did some comedy here and there. So I've slowed down, and I've kind of picked quality over quantity as I went along now.
Okay.
That's the one thing that I've noticed a lot with comedy. Like I've been doing it for almost 2 years now. If you take out the COVID part of it, where it was shut down for a year, but I've got some friends. I try to do it at least once a week, but I got friends that are doing it 4 or 5 times a week, and their careers are way ahead of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just one of the things where I think if you're gonna do it, you got to dive right in. If you got a family, it's kind of hard to do.
Oh yeah, and I mean the time when I did it 17 years ago, it's completely changed. Like the social media that people doing comedy now, the publicity and the fanfare and the fan base that they can build up with social media, if they hit it hard enough and put enough content out there and they're funny, dude, they can really get a lot of progress. Just like you said, their careers can really take off and do some different things. Just like I can tell you one for sure, I remember Dante Powell.
Yeah.
You know, he came out, of course, way after I was doing comedy, but his career has taken off. Like, I looked him up. The dude already got like a Wikipedia and like
Yeah.
album and all this other kind of stuff. And I remember when he was just starting. So it's all based on how much effort and how available you are to really dive into it, and how serious and how good you are.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really care how many times you do different things over and over, but it's like if you don't really have it and you're not putting the work in to get it,
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to really progress that much. So he had it. He was really hitting it hard, and you know he's getting some good things happening for him. Man.
Yeah. I was gonna say Darius Day. He's been doing about just over a year. He's
got
killing
shows
it now.
in New York now because he blew up on TikTok.
awesome.
He was just on a show in Atlanta, I think, last weekend. He got second in the
for
competition.
sure.
So I mean,
Yeah,
it's
people
really
that
cool to
wanna hit
see.
it.
I think it's really cool for me, at least, to see those people that I've become friends with or know, and to see them blow up. Like, I'm super happy for Darius, and I'm like, every time I see him post something, I'm like, man, good job, Austin. I love
I
that.
assume it's because he came on this show first.
Well, yeah, that's how you got famous.
Yeah,
but-
so expect all the titties come your way.
Yeah.
It'll happen, but you'll pass them on though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll even slip you $1 just to give him $1.
Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Dannie Tee.
Do you feel frustrated? Are you tired of that annoying splashback?
They can put a man on the moon, but they can't stop Splashback.
Until now. Introducing Bowl Buddy. Bowl Buddy stops that annoying splashback. Here's how. Simply attach Bowl Buddy to any bowl. Our patented rotating fecal shredder delivers waste, delicately eliminating splashback. Bowl Buddy is strong enough to shred 3 tennis balls. Bowl Buddy is affordable, and it's dishwasher safe. Order in the next 10 minutes and we'll throw in this custom carrying case valued at $19.95 free. You get Bowl Buddy, the carrying case, and shipping, all for 2 easy payments of $24.98. Bowl Buddy goes where you go. Order now. TheBowlBuddy.com.
Thank you, Bowl Buddy.
Thanks, Bowl Buddy.
You're awesome, Bull Buddy.
Make number 2 your number 1 friend with Bowl Buddy.
Gosh, idiot. You got any tots? Cody, fries or tots?
Well, I'm going to go Tots.
What?
Wow.
Why'd you
Yeah.
have to think about it like
Well,
that? Why are you so indecisive?
Crinkle cut fries, good. Like regular fries, meh.
What about any fries
Tots,
that you want?
no such
Waffles or
bad.
anything
Waffle
else?
fries, great. Curly fries,
Dude, why did I sign on
fantastic.
for this show? I got 2 tot dudes here, man. Come on. I'm fries all the way, man.
And I like
Team
fr-
French fries.
You can't. I mean, I guess you could have fries for breakfast, but I like breakfast tater tots too.
Danny.
It's breakfast potatoes, not breakfast tater tots.
I got breakfast potato tots now.
What? That's called a hash brown.
They,
Big ass.
they essentially
tater
look like the Long John's, or not Long John, Taco
Frito-Lays.
John's.
Taco John's Frito-Lay
tot.
things.
The
yeah.
Potato
Or,
Lays.
I know what you're
Potato
talking
Lays.
about.
Yeah, a little.
You also got 2 guys that are taking cheese over oral as well.
You lying.
I'm not.
What is wrong with you, man? Oh, you guys are weirdos, man.
Hey, I love cheese. I love.
Looking like a man who never had oral.
We talked about this last Wednesday for like
Oh
10
my
minutes. It was
goodness.
fucking hilarious.
No way. No way.
Oh, yeah. That's the correct answer, Danny.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
arguing
not
with
the
this one,
correct
buddy.
answer.
Welcome back, guys.
Thank you to Coa Cantina, 425 East Grand down here in East Village. Check it out. Great food, great drinks.
Yeah, and great podcast.
And great atmosphere.
Yeah, great atmosphere.
Yeah, there we go. Also, shout out to Tater Tots for being a delicious side snack.
Yeah. Hey, you can never go bad. I think a good thing on tater tots.
French fries. Team French fries.
That's fair.
I mean, crinkle cut fries, curly fries, waffle fries, just like the regular straight.
Seasoned fries.
I mean, you can season tater tots too, though.
It's not the
I'll take a
same.
good baked potato with some butter, some
Nah.
cheese, and some bacon. That'd probably be my favorite kind of potato.
What about a baked potato with butter, oral, and bacon? Because you can't have cheese
You
anymore.
can't have cheese on it. no more.
What about a twice baked?
Ooh, I love a good.
Potato.
I love a good twice baked potato.
Yeah, loaded. I forget where I got it from, but I remember somebody introduced me to like a twice baked tomato, or
Tomato.
you know what I mean. Not tomato.
Oh.
I misspoke. Potato, potato, tomato. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, potato.
All
It was
right.
awesome.
Thank you also to BBOPS, Lola's. They're coming out with a new feature coming out soon. We haven't been able to taste test it yet, but we'll let you know as
they're
soon as we
gonna-
do.
Hopefully, I think the next show we'll probably be able to get the sauce So we can try the sauce out. It's a new
Yeah.
spicy mayo.
It's a little their little combination.
Well, hot sauce.
Yeah, it's gonna be
And then thank you to the Mullin Group,
Yeah.
ReMax. If you're looking to buy or sell a house, call Sean.
Yeah.
Sean Mullin.
Hello, man. Speaker Sean.
Yeah. Hey, I got a house for you. You're sold. That's how it works.
Bought it.
That fast.
What a commercial. What a commercial. Should we roll into the Blitz?
We're rolling to the Blitz quick. Hot, hike.
It's a blitz. It's a blitz. It's a blitz. Yeah, it's a blitz. Let's go.
Danny, you said you watched the episode with Willie, so you kind of know how the Blitz works, right?
Yeah.
I got 6 questions. I'm gonna ask you.
6.
Then I'll ask Marshall 6, and then we'll
Okay.
compare answers. We'll see how much.
Do I have to go first?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, we've never had
home court advantage.
somebody.
Okay. All right.
Ah, that's true.
I wanted to dispute your answers and make faces as you said them. That's all.
Oh, we'll compare afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Afterwards.
still make faces.
That's fair.
And I'm gonna just insult your answers all the time.
Hey,
Let's go.
Works for me. You've already got 1 point. So, question 1.
Yes.
What's your go-to when you want sex but your girl's on her period?
First off, I don't have a girl. I have a wife.
Wife.
And my go-to is masturbation.
Okay, fair. Question 2. What can you add to cheese to make it better?
What can I add to? Is this a trick question? What can you add to cheese? What about meat? I'm thinking cheese without meat or something that's weird.
Okay.
Meat.
Fair.
Meat. Yeah.
Meat
Okay.
and cheese make it better. That's
Yeah.
hey, that's a good answer.
Okay.
That's a good answer. Question 3. When you were single, what was your go-to pickup line?
When I'm single,
When you were single.
yo, I play football.
Okay.
What's up?
Okay.
You can't be the athlete. Come on, let's do this.
Fair enough.
All right.
Question 4.
Yeah.
What's one thing that when you're single was a deal breaker for a girl?
Meaning what?
Like you
what
meet a
I
new
did
girl.
or what she did.
If she did something, what was the deal breaker?
What
Like,
was the
I'm out.
deal breaker for a girl?
Like you meet a new girl, you're single.
Man, I didn't have many deal breakers. I don't know if you know this about me when I was single. I had them all. Oh man, can we come back to this? Can I say pass?
Okay.
Pass. Let me
We'll come
think
back to
about
it,
that.
we'll come back to it.
All right.
Question 5. Who's gonna win and by what score for the Iowa State game?
I'm gonna say Iowa, and the score is gonna be 21-7.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say 24-7
Okay.
because they're gonna kick a field goal.
All
Boom.
right, all right.
And I'm not an Iowa fan, but I am a history fan, and the history is Iowa's been kicking their butt. Even though Iowa State's getting better from what I see. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, forget Iowa State and Iowa. I'm you and I all the way. Panthers, let's go, baby.
All right. Fair enough.
Now back to that one question. Man,
Cool.
what was the deal?
Hang on, we got one more. I got one
Oh,
more.
What? Okay, I missed it. My
Last
bad.
one. Question 6. Describe yourself in one sentence.
Funny.
Okay. Funny. That works.
Black. I recant that. Let's go with big. Big.
3 words. I don't
Final
know if any of those are
Big fun and black.
big fun and black.
Which
That sounds like something you see on YouPorn, dude.
that kind of
That's-
sucks because that's what my answer was going to be, was big fun and black.
No,
And I
that's
gotta
what his
change it.
YouPorn search is. Big fun and black. That's what he's looking at. Go-to porn search. All right, and now going back to the one. What was the one thing? What was it? Go-to pickup line.
No.
it was
What's
one-
the deal breaker?
What's the deal breaker? Yeah.
Man, deal breaker. I'm gonna say stink breath.
Okay.
You know, if they got stink breath and they trying to talk to you and
You gotta back away a little bit.
yeah, it's just or better even stink breath, cigarette breath.
Oh.
Because back then you remember before vapes became popular, they
Yeah.
smoking them cigarettes and they
Yep.
just got that foul odor.
All right. All right.
Yeah. Beat that.
Danny, that's
Come
been
on
your
now.
blitz. Let's see what Marshall's
Well, you already
got.
stole one of my answers, so that's it.
Question 1. That's why he's trying to go first. He knew what you're gonna
Yeah,
say.
he's going to say big fun and black.
Yeah.
That's right.
What's your go-to sex? Or no, what's your go-to when you want sex, but your girl's on her period?
A nice long bath.
Okay, a nice long bath.
Ooh, that's acceptable.
Hey, it's his answer.
That's my answer.
So you don't get sex and you like, yo, I'm gonna take a long hot bath.
Yeah.
Because he's a woman.
Yeah.
He's basically a woman.
Look, I got a TV in my bathroom. I go in there, I watch a movie, I soak for a while, get a nice glass of red.
A nice glass of red.
You know.
Maybe a charcuterie board in there.
Yeah, you know, it's nice.
Okay, all right.
By
all right.
charcuterie, I mean a
I
Lunchable.
didn't know. Now you guys make me say my silly and stuff. I should have went sagging. See, I want to seem sensitive. I seem like the rude jerk.
Well, I was gonna say oral, but I
don't
picked
know.
cheese, so I couldn't say oral.
You can say big, black, and funny with a
right.
candle. Makes
All
you
right.
seem sensitive.
Yeah. All right.
Question 2. What can you add to cheese to make it better?
Meat was a good answer.
What kind of
Thank
cheese?
you.
But I'm gonna go with more cheese.
Okay. All right.
You gonna be constipated, man. You know what happens when you get too much cheese in your system?
How much cheese is too much cheese?
How much cheese is too much cheese? That's something like a woodchuck thing. People say, so, dude. You know what I thought the second answer would be? Potatoes. Who doesn't like cheese potatoes or cheese fries or cheese something, right?
Cheese tots, yeah.
Huh? Yeah, cheese on top of
Okay.
cheese.
Ooh.
How do you know who's winning? Am I winning?
We'll discuss
Okay,
it at the
all
end.
right. I feel like
I'll
I'm
let
winning
you
by
know.
one.
I'll let you
You
know.
know, all
I'll
right.
let you know. I'm the judge, jury, and execution
Okay,
over
all
here.
right, all right.
Question 3. When you're single or now, what's your go-to pickup line?
Damn, way to blast him, dude.
My go-to pickup line is, "This is my friend Cody. He's the only other option."
I give you a point for that. That's funny. But insulting the judge, I don't know how smart that is right there.
Yeah,
So,
well, you know.
all right.
We
I'm
keep
like
it
Simon
real.
Cowell over here. Question 4. When you were single, what was the one thing that was a deal breaker for you with a girl?
Tough one, huh?
That is a tough question.
I know.
Look like a good music for you. Like, dun.
Probably, I mean, cigarette? Yeah.
Smoker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And they clothes and everything.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
you try it out, and you're like,
And their teeth might even be yellow, too.
Yeah.
Question 5. Who's gonna win and by what score? The Iowa State game. Iowa State game.
Well, Iowa's going to win, obviously. 27-17.
Okay,
Ooh,
a
you
little
give-
closer.
I would say give them some points, huh? They are better. You know, can I recant my answer? I want to revert.
24.
I want to
7,
go.
what you said?
I'm going to go 24-10. I'm going to give them a field goal.
24-10.
too.
You're gonna give them a
Yeah,
field goal too. Okay. All
I
right.
agree.
Final answer. Lock it in.
I'm going to wait, see what his last answer is. I might have to up it again.
Describe yourself in one sentence.
Well, Big Fun and Black got taken, so you know, the obvious answers for those watching would be sexy as fuck.
Can you still see your sexy tattoo, or is it covered up?
It's covered up. Also, sexy as fuck. ... Titties.
oh. He's making a push to win this one.
I tell you what, I will give you credit. I mean, with 6 questions?
6 questions. So
Six
first one.
questions, I won 4 out of the 4. I give him 2.
All right. What's your go-to
That's better than I
sex?
normally get.
He said got all romantics in the bath. You said jerking off. That's the correct answer.
Yeah. I would definitely say that.
Wait, who makes you think I'm not jerking off in the bath?
You didn't say it.
You just jerk off in the bath and just let it.
You
float
said
around
you drink.
That's
You drink.
Oh, I'm sorry, you
wine.
don't take your kids swimming?
I don't have kids.
I think
girls
that-
make
I think
me
that-
pull out.
That,
Like,
was
hey,
a,
don't-
that was a metaphor he was
Yeah,
using.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Question 2. What can you add to cheese? Meat and potatoes.
It's correct
It's
answer.
correct answer. Yeah.
But cheese on top of cheese?
I mean, cheese is good. I like a double cheeseburger.
What kind of meat? It's got to be like ground beef or if you had like a slab of turkey, that's not gonna be that good though.
That's not meat. That's poultry.
No, true.
There you go, being all technical. Okay, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I'm thinking
And
like
a turkey sandwich. You
what
put
kind
cheese
of
on it.
what kind of psychos are out there just eating hamburgers? If you ever meet anybody that's just eating a plain old hamburger, get away from them.
Right?
Something's
Run
wrong.
now.
Unless
before
they
they
lack
eat you.
toes. If they're lacking toes, that's fine. Other than that,
But Danny, you said meat first. That took the home field advantage away from him there.
see,
Okay, all right.
All right.
Nice.
Danny's
I'm
at-
winning.
Danny's
I'm
at
winning.
2-0.
Let's go.
What's your go-to pickup line? I mean, what'd you say?
I said
I'm sexy.
I
This is my
said
friend
no. I
Cody.
said this is my friend Cody. He's
Oh,
the
yeah.
only other option.
That was funnier. The correct answer was, "Hey, I'm rich," but
But that'd be lying.
But athlete,
Dude,
a football player.
I would have to give him that because that was funny.
That was funny.
And he was ballsy by insulting the judge.
Yeah.
That's
I give him
true.
1.
Yeah,
2-1,
I agree.
Danny.
I smell victory.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Come on now.
What's one thing that's a deal breaker? You both said smokers. That is the correct answer.
But he copied my answer, though.
I did
so
copy
we're
your
like
answer.
tied.
So you tie.
So we're like 3
it's
against 2.
2-1. 2-1.
2-1?
2-1.
2-1. All right,
Yeah,
sweet.
that was a nil point.
All right, I get that. I take a tie.
Who's gonna win? You know, we'll have to find out and see who wins that point. We don't know yet.
What did you say it was? You said it
I
was going to
said
be
27-17.
2017.
27-17.
24-10.
I'm going to recant my answer. I'm going to go 27-17 and $1. Price is Right style.
And how would you describe yourself? I mean, Dannie Tee wins that one. Just because that's your go-to porn search.
He stole my answer.
But that's a
He
fact.
went first. He went first,
That's
though.
a fact. I gave you a chance.
You
to go
took
first.
home field advantage. He got to go first. So, Danny, you win this one.
Yeah.
3-1.
Yeah.
And, well, could be 3-2. We'll see how the game goes. But
It's not over? It's still playing?
Iowa State Iowa game.
Oh, okay.
He's got a chance to get within 1 point, but
Okay.
you still win no matter what.
All right.
It's fair. Yeah, I appreciate losing.
That
to
was
you.
fun, man.
Yeah.
I like that.
Real quick before we go any further, let's talk about our sponsors. And we were talking about Bebops off the air. That's how we got on the topic of fries and tots.
Okay.
Because he loves French fries.
Yes.
I'm not a French fry guy, but I do love Bebops fries, and I'm not just saying that because they sponsor us. Hate fries. Bebops fries fire. They're like seasoned perfectly. They're like little, I think they pre-season them almost before they fry them because it's like the salt's cooked right into it. Fire.
And the best thing I like about French fries, especially Bebops, is that even when, like, you know how you fries in a bag for a while and you're on your way home and it get a little soggy or whatever else, they stay crispy the whole
salt
time.
all six. Yeah.
I like the thing that the seasoning and whatever else it is, it keeps them crunchy. Ain't nothing better than crunchy fries. I don't like soggy fries.
No. What's your go-to sandwich there?
Soggy fries or
You
saggy
just get a
too,
regular
right?
hamburger and fries when you go?
First off, I said before, psychos are the only people I know that eat plain old hamburgers. You got to have a cheeseburger, man. Cheeseburger.
And cheese is where it's at.
Is that what your go-to is at Bebops? Cheeseburger?
Yeah, cheeseburger. I think it's just the #1 combo meal.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger.
Single with cheese.
And I like to replace that drink with a chocolate shake every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you dip the fries in chocolate shake?
No, that's gross. What are you, a psycho? Man?
I don't
Where
either.
are these questions
No, here's the
coming
thing. I don't
from?
either. Cody does. I know.
You
here's the
dip?
thing.
I do my vanilla. It's not my chocolate.
I think
I
that.
don't dip into chocolate. I dip
Now
my
this is
vanilla.
getting to a racial conversation. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with dipping in the chocolate? What's wrong with that?
I think we're in the small minority that doesn't like the fries in the shake. I hate it, but people
I
love
see
it.
that. I
You
like.
got crumbs
people like
all in
the-
your shake.
Oh,
people
you
like
get,
the
you get like some
sweet and
food and
savory.
drink, all sweet and salty. Like
Can't you
all
just
that.
do that in your mouth? What if you just like put shake in your mouth, then put a fry in there, and you mix it all
Why
together?
can't you just scoop into it?
No, I
What's
see
the
people just like
difference?
take the fry and just dip it in.
Yeah.
What is the difference? It is both the same things in your mouth.
Maybe they don't
That's
have.
just when they go
Maybe
in
they don't
your
have a
mouth.
spoon.
Maybe
Maybe don't have
the
a
fries
spoon.
have stayed too warm the whole time. I got to cool it down with a little frosty or a little
Man,
milkshake.
what? That sounds so odd.
I'm on your team on
You ever
this
tried it?
No.
That's not-
Well, next
No,
time you do,
I've
give it a
never
try.
tried it.
If you don't like it, it's fine. You just got to try everything once, right, Danny?
Yeah, I never tried licking strangers' fingers either, but I don't want to try either.
You can do it. You can do it. They could, instead of the fry, Cody will just dip his finger in the shake and let you try it that way.
Oh, gross, dude.
It might be a little saltier this way. Oh man, but Bebop's fantastic stuff. Like I said earlier, they teamed up with Lola's. They got a new sauce coming out for a special sandwich they got coming out.
If you want some Lolas when you're going to Bebop's, you can just ask. They got free packets of Lola sauce.
They do?
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
you a hot sauce connoisseur?
Dude, did you really ask me that?
I don't
Look
know.
at me. Do I like hot sauce? Yeah, I like hot sauce.
I don't want to just assume.
Well,
It's 2022.
Yeah, don't be racist. I appreciate
Have you?
that.
How hot?
I don't like that scalding hot. Like I saw this one show. I don't know if it's, you know what I'm saying. Somebody sitting there and they're interviewing like
Hot
a
Wings
celebrity.
challenge. Yeah.
And as
Hot
they're
Wings.
they're interviewing them, they're eating these hot wings.
Yeah.
And I want to say it was Maya Rudolph was eating it, and she was cussing the whole time. and
Yeah, dude,
why
it
am I
sucks.
doing this? It's like, why? I don't like it that hot.
We
No
basically
thanks.
ripped
did
it off
that.
one time and did it on a show, and it was awful. I got one of the hotter ones in my eyeball. I thought I was gonna pull a Houston and just spoon my own eyeball out.
I was laughing the entire time.
No,
awful.
I like just enough to kind of spice it up, not burn my mouth. Like I want to feel the hot when I'm like eating it, not after I'm done eating it 2 days later. Like nah, I'm.
Have
good.
you had Lolas?
I have not.
So my favorite thing about Lolas, I like
Is
a
it
little bit of hot.
at your regular supermarket?
Yeah, it's in Hy-Vee's.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's
Hy-Vee's,
even in Lowe's if you're trying to.
Costco, Lowe's.
It's at Lowe's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they sell at Lowe's.
Oh, I didn't know Lowe's sold hot sauce. That's so
with their
odd.
grills and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I learned something new. every
I
day.
I used to do Tabasco, and Tabasco's just hot. But Lola's has good flavor. It's got some spice to it. They've got different levels of it, like the original. They've got some buffalo.
the
which is
buffalo's fire.
fantastic.
Do they have
Buffalo's
like crazy names like the Devil's Butthole or something like that? No. Do you know some hot sauces do that? They name them all crazy and everything, like the Devil's Tears and the Devil's Butthole. The devil should like put some kind of copyright on his name. He'd be
right,
like,
trademark
he'd be
that
famous,
shit.
dude. what if somebody came out with like all the different devil parts, like Devil Tears, Devil Sweat, devil butthole. And, you know, the natural one would be devil jizz, right?
Well,
that'd be gross.
Who's gonna eat the devil's butthole?
Yeah, you have this devil dick, you'll get some devil jizz next. Like what?
Hey, you start down the devil's butthole, you earn that devil's jizz.
You makes those chicken wings better.
Now,
the
now
devil's
guess what?
dick.
Now guess what? That's the one right there. That's the bliss question. What's hotter, devil's butthole or the devil's jizz?
Ooh.
Well,
I'll write that down for next time.
okay.
All right.
I'm making a note right
Make a
now.
note of that one.
Yeah, Cody, I'll make a note. Talk about the Mullin Group for us.
And we also have the Mullin Group. So I don't know if you own or rent, but got a sponsor, ReMax, one of the best real estate teams in the city of Des Moines.
Yes,
I've been doing it for
I do
20-some years.
Buy my house, but I guess it's kind of renting. If you pay mortgage, ain't it the same kind of thing? Except it's going toward like your home.
Until you pay it off,
yeah. So I think everybody kind of rents.
Well, even once you buy, you got to pay taxes on it,
which
sucks.
is crazy. It's your house.
Right?
You still got to pay taxes on it. So crazy.
What would you do with $1 million, Cody? Pay
Two
rent?
chicks at one time.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Here's
dude.
a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back with more Dannie Tee.
Where's the best place in Des Moines to get a burger, fries, and a chocolate shake?
BBOPS, big tasty burgers, hot crispy fries, and great chocolate shakes.
So why do you come to BBOPS?
The burgers are fresh and fast, and it tastes great.
I like the pork fritters and chicken sandwiches.
Where's the best place in Des Moines to get a burger, fries, and a chocolate shake?
There's only one place we go. BBOPS.
Oh, BBOPS, better than good.
Lola's Fine Hot Sauce, a generational family recipe using the world's hottest peppers for great flavor. They're vegan, non-GMO project verified, kosher, and all natural. Find them online at lolasfinehotsauce.com. Use promo code AskThe8Ball for 10% off your purchase. Are you in the market for buying or selling a home? Get a hold of the best in the business, the Mullin Group at ReMax Revolutions. You can get a hold of Sean at 515-306-2028. Again, ReMax Revolution, Sean Mullin at 515-306-2028.
Yeah, we're going to stick this camera down your throat. It's like, yeah, you're going to have to strap me down and do that. It's like, okay.
Well, you're
all
not.
of a sudden, everybody leaves except for one doctor.
Oh, and he gets a boner.
You gotta finish me off.
All right, go ahead and do it.
And the doctor looks like, hey man, I picked cheese. And then
Right.
I'll tell you.
The doctor say, I don't like cheese.
Yeah. You just see his robe, he just gets up a little bit. Just.
You know, if they don't give you enough sedation, someone tries to throw something in your mouth, you're gonna fight them.
Oh,
What'd you do today? You yelled out in Borat or something?
Yeah, not Borat.
Oh no, I was trying to say. Somebody said something about retired. I said he's a retire, but it's not like I said he was the R word,
Yeah.
the offensive one.
But he said it in the Borat's accent.
I was like, he's a retire. Oh well. Welcome back to the show, guys. Big thanks to Coa Cantina for letting us be here tonight. Also, big thanks to Lola's, BBOPS, and the Mullin Team at ReMax Revolutions.
Yeah. So, Danny, before the show, we were talking a little bit. You got some cool things coming on at Teehee's coming up, right?
Yeah.
So you got you're hosting the stand-up class, right?
Yes, I will be the instructor for the upcoming fall Teehee's comedy intro to stand-up comedy. So,
Okay.
Nice.
Now, is that class full?
It just went online. AJ was getting everything prepared, making sure everything was lined up, and he just got it up and going. So it's roughly going to be about a month to get it kind of loaded up with different people. I know it was about 3 or 4 people asked me about it.
Yeah.
What day of the week?
It will be on Wednesdays, 5:30 to 7, which would kind of be great because it'll be right before the regular open mic.
Oh, yeah.
Down at Teehee's. So it seems like it'll run right into the right thing. So anybody that wants to do comedy, you can go down there, get some classes, and then afterwards, stay afterwards, either practice what you just learned or either watch guys and girls that have been doing it, and people. I should say people. Yeah, you can go down there and watch comedians go down there who's been doing it for a while, watch some of the newer ones, and kind of even examine how they're doing it, and some critique.
Yeah,
That's the word.
critique, there you go.
Critique the different things that they're doing,
Right.
what you've learned, and what they're not doing, and kind of learn from their mistakes, and even try it out if you want to, if you
Yeah.
feel bold enough to do that. So it's
How
gonna be
many?
fun.
How do you sign up for the class?
You go to teeheecomedy.com. You go to classes, and then there are 2 improv classes, One is intro to improv. The second one is advanced intro, and then you have intro to stand-up comedy.
Okay.
And my hope is, if it goes well, I'll be more than happy to go into an advanced stand-up comedy class.
I'd be part of that one. I don't know if I can retake the intro one. I just took the one with Sid, but I don't know if I can retake that one or not.
The thing that I'm hoping is that my intro class will be a little different than Sid's. Now, I've never been to Sid's, but I hear great things about it and everything else. But I think I'm going to focus a lot more on the structure other than just the persona of the comedian or what material they want to talk about. Right. I mean, because no matter what material or what style you want to do it in, it's still going to have a basic core of setup and punchline. And how you get there is going to be what I focus on. And different ways to come up with different things. Because when it comes to stand-up comedy, I feel it's only two ways that you get different material. Either it's inspired by something you see or something you live or one of your experiences, or it's something you create. So it's something that you're focused on. Like, if you see something happening on TV, it's like, man, I want to write a joke about a current event that just happened. Or maybe you got hired for a corporate event or some kind of party that you need to stay focused on a certain, like ReMax. If you got hired for, like one of those
Christmas party or
Christmas
something.
party, you want to make sure you have a couple of jokes that's geared toward that if you don't have it.
Yeah.
So you either inspire or either you create, different humor. So I focus on things like that.
Okay. How many people are you going to allow in the class?
AJ and I, we talked about 15 was kind of like the max we wanted to get to, because anything over that, I just don't think we'll have enough time to give all the students enough time to go up there and try it out, ask questions, do different things. Just too many people, you just don't get that attention, and some people just get left in the crack. I want to make sure I address every person that I can and give everybody the opportunity and get a chance to get feedback from their classmates.
Yeah. And so it's going to be 4 or 6 weeks, is that what you said?
It'll be 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Starting, I want to say, whatever Wednesday is in September 16th maybe, I want to say. And it's going to run until October 19th, I know for sure.
Okay.
Which will be the last class as well as the showcase for those people graduating.
So the showcase will be the same night as the last class? Or?
It will.
Okay.
That's right.
So
It'll be a 4 or 5 hours of straight comedy.
And you get so you automatically get a paid gig, so then you become a professional comedian no matter what, right?
Yes. There you go. That's where you want to look at it. Yes. Let's do that.
That's what Cody's LinkedIn says.
It should be fun, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I've always enjoyed talking to different comedians about shop and their mindset and philosophies and different experiences. Like, there's nothing better than sit there and talk to comics about their worst shows, because you always hear about those shows and like, oh, you think that was bad? Wait till you hear this one.
So you were there last week at Mike for my set.
Yeah.
You got any critiques for me?
Yeah. You should keep doing it and work hard. That's the most general thing I can say. It's like
that's like the most positive feedback I've ever gotten.
Put it this way, it's nothing worse sometimes when this is what I ran into a lot of time when you talk to some seasoned comics, is that they say, oh, what do you think about me? Say, oh, it was good, man, keep working at it. It's like, you didn't tell me anything. You could have literally said, hey, blow your nose. That's about the same information you just gave me right there. But no, I tell you what, when it comes down to it, I don't spend a ton of time watching a lot of comics, because one, you don't want to filter any of their material through yours. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I watch people and I enjoy their set, but if you watch too many, sometimes the lines get blurry when you write a lot of comments. Like, you come up and like, oh, I got this great bit. It's like, wait a minute, what? Did I hear that somewhere? It's like, that sounds too perfect. This is like, you might have heard it somewhere. So you got to be really careful about watching too many, I would say, amateurs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You want
because
men see it.
Yeah, you don't want to men see it, but at the same time, sometimes there are honest things that comedians have the same thought process. You know what I'm saying? So you think you came up with this great bit, and it's like 20 other people came up with the same thing because it's just something popular that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Last week we were talking about, everybody before me went up and talked about porn, and I had a porn line in my set. I'm like, well, I'm just going to cut that line out because everybody had already talked about it. And I'm like, I didn't want to just keep repeating it. But.
Right, yeah. There's some things that people just repeat over and over, and it seems like it's common jokes. I don't want to say it's hack, because everybody has the original idea. But like I said, I mean, it gets to a point a lot of comedians have like the same thought process sometimes about something. If you think it's silly, 9 times out of 10, the other comedians are going to think it's silly, and they're going to have a joke that kind of falls in that line.
Cody, what you do next time you go up there? is you try and get up before Danny does, and you go up there and just talk about titties
The whole time.
Just the whole set, like titty, titty, titty.
Now, if you notice, every open mic, I've never talked about it. That's like one of my paid gig material right there that I do. If you don't pay me, I don't know what to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up there next time and just throw $1 at you. I expect titty jokes.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I got like 20 new ones. So I just haven't done them yet for the free crowd. I do it for paid crowd.
You're talking to other comedians about their worst show. What is your worst show experience?
Dude, I got too many of them, dude. Well, I can tell you there was a bad show. I tell people this one all the time. I don't remember the small town it was in, but put it this way, it's probably a small town that not a lot of black people want to go to after 10 o'clock. But I was brave in it, and it was like the first 5 years I was doing comedy. So wherever there was a mic, I was chasing it down to go do it. This dude who used to book shows before it became like a main thing, like 15 years ago, had booked this show in a small little bar, and it was a fallout to the sense of the two guys that were supposed to be doing it couldn't do it or either decided not to do it. So they say, hey, you want to do it? It's like, yeah, I do it. It's comedy. It's money. It's good for me. I get there, and the owner was like, who are you? I was like, well, I'm one of the comedians. Like, you ain't on the poster because he had a poster up for it. Now, I was neither one of the dudes. And I was like, well, I'm here to do comedy. It's like, where's the other dudes? Like, there is no other dude. So now I'm supposed to do a feature and a headline spot by myself, nobody else. And so I asked him, so where's the stage and what? No stage, just a room. Just
walking around
in
the
the
room.
back, and it's like it's a pool table or something. And it's like no elevation, no mic, no anything. It was just me standing in the back of a room telling
yelling
jokes.
over everybody.
Yeah, just pretty much. I seem like a drunk dude. That's
Like you're in there panhandling.
Pretty much. And
That's hilarious.
The worst part about it is, so they didn't have like seats or chairs that face. They had those two booths that you find in Dairy Queen. The benches are attached to the table, and there's two of them on each side, and it's a small little room. And as I'm up there just yelling out material to three people that's sitting in the booth, somebody comes in, and the back door was right behind me.
Yeah.
So you literally walk by the floor where I'm standing telling jokes to three people. It was just a horrible setup. I wasn't on it was just horrible. Just
how do you get through something like that? Like, at what point you're just like, fuck it, I'm done?
Well, you got to remember, it was early on. Early on, I didn't know any better, and telling jokes was what it was all about. Now I'm a little bit too highbrow. I couldn't tell jokes anywhere without a mic. But anyway, back then,
you got a stiff pinky going on.
Yeah, I was like, excuse me, sir. But back then, I didn't care. If you told me I was doing comedy, I'm going to do it wherever. You could have told me anywhere, I'm going to do it. Not saying I would have done it at a Klan rally if they wouldn't. But I'm just saying.
Keep the hood on like Clayton Bigsby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Show us your face, brother.
So, outside of your family, your wife, that kind of stuff, is comedy kind of like the love of your life? Then you'd say?
Man, why are you making it sound so creepy, man? You keep making me sound creepy for some reason.
Yeah, well,
passionate. Passionate's the word I'm looking for. Passionate.
Comedy is definitely one of the passions that I share with other different things. But the thing is, I've been doing it so long, and it was one of those things like, have you ever found something that you really enjoy doing and then it's a release, like drawing or, I don't know, doing poetry or whatever it might be? It's one of those things I just truly enjoy, and that I found out I was pretty decent at, and I just enjoy getting my opinion out and being able to share different things that, you know, and the people that's interested in it, talking to some of the most interesting people that's out there that's not your humdrum house of weather, you know, what do you think about the game this weekend? I want to talk about something that has some substance and has some humor to it, and comedy has provided me the opportunity to stress relieve, share my thoughts, and meet some of the most interesting, entertaining, fun people. Like these two cats right here, right?
Appreciate it, Dan.
Like no comedy, I wouldn't be here, right?
Yeah.
It's true.
Would
Well, you
say-
might be. I mean, you could be.
That's true.
Maybe you'd be a mayor.
Yeah.
A mayor? What? Like Mayor McDonald's or something? Like the hamburger?
No,
or
like
something?
no, like Fred Hoiberg, the
You'd be
mayor.
in there eating all the French fries.
Yeah, I would.
Marshall,
need a fry guy.
You'd be on here pitching your new fries. That you make.
Yeah, right. Marshall, would you say your passion
Available only
is
in Aldi's.
bathing?
A what?
Would you say your passion is bathing? Just taking baths?
Oh, yeah, dude.
With wine.
I love baths, man. I literally mounted a TV in my bathroom.
Really?
Oh, last night I took a bath for an hour and a half and I watched.
Do you got one of those big sauna like tubs?
No, I need to get one.
No? Okay.
I got a little ass tub with my big ass in it.
Well, I was just going to say, dude, I haven't taken a bath since I was a kid. Last time I tried to take one, my knees and my thighs were out the thing. My back was cold. The only thing that was underwater were my toes and my pelvic area, and that's it. And water was in my belly button. So it's not that much water. You can't put that much in, or it's gonna overflow.
Splash it with your finger.
Pretty much.
And me, I can lay down and go like this and not touch both ends.
It's like an Olympic pool to Cody.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just do laps in there.
Yeah, you need one of those big jacuzzi type things that you find in a hotel. That's awesome. Dude.
That's when I get that $1 million that Cody thinks that it's no big deal to have.
Yeah, that you can spend like Brewster's Million or something.
$1 million, chump change, whatever.
That's what Cody said.
Hey, can someone buy me a drink? Chump change.
Chump change.
He's out there throwing out $100 bills as tips.
Oh man, like he's Jesse Pinkman just driving around and throwing money out the car.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Breaking Bad. Wasn't that a good show, man?
Fantastic.
I love Breaking Bad.
Did you watch Better Call Saul?
I didn't watch that one, but it's a dude in my gym who looks just like Gusto or Gusto. What was his name? That his name?
Or Gus. Gustavo.
He looks like Gus.
Yeah.
Dude, I like want to take a picture of him, but I don't want to be creepy like you keep accusing me.
You know, I didn't say I never.
Just go up to him and say you're passionate about the picture.
Yeah.
Then it's less creepy.
I'm passionate about the show. Can I take a picture with you?
That'd be great.
He was like, I've never seen that show. I was like, don't worry about it.
I got one last question, and me and my buddy Bruce were talking about this because he's a fan of yours as well.
You talking about Bruce Smith?
No, Bruce.
I loved him for the Bills, man. He was a good.
Yeah, he's a big
player.
fan of yours.
Yeah.
He comes to Des Moines 3 times a
We
month.
text twice a day.
Yeah. So I have this shirt, obviously, and I used to have another one, and I don't remember what it said, but it was like UTTD or something, and we couldn't figure out what it stood for. It was something with the shower.
It wasn't UTT. It was
something.
It was TTS.
Okay.
Titties.
But it started off with UTTS2.
Yeah, that's what the shirt said. Yeah.
It was a UTTS and then the number 2.
Yeah.
And that was all about this bit I did that it was getting a lot of good laughs and a lot of good traction. And it was like I said, this was inspired comedy.
Yeah, I have the shirt. I just don't know where it's at.
I tell you the story of how it came up. I was taking a shower like I do most mornings or nights or whatever. And as I'm taking a shower, I noticed that I put myself in a position I felt very unmasculine.
Not very passionate about.
It's my favorite. Every time I shower, I think of this bit.
And I know, and that's the killer part about it. So as I'm doing this joke, I just remember thinking like, I can't be the only, or not doing the joke when I was doing the thing. Is like, I can't be the only person that takes a shower like this because we all have butts, right? And when you take a shower, you have to like rinse your body off because there's no way in the world you can properly rinse your butt without like pulling it apart and turning it towards the shower head.
Spread the cheeks.
Exactly. Yeah. And so anyway, when I'm doing the bit, I just say the thing that, you know, like I normally point out a dude and like, do you take a shower like that? And he was like, and of course they macho like, no, I don't take no shower like that, man. No, I don't do that. It's like, dude, how do you not? Like, you got the dirtiest butt. Like, how do you not? You don't have no, like, if next time you're in the shower, try and take a shower and rinse your butt without pulling it apart. I guarantee it's not
Every time
happen.
he bathes, I'm like, how do you clean your butthole? That's what I think about. It's like, it's just floating in there.
And that's
I got one leg here and one leg here.
And that's how I end the bit. It was like, the best part about it, even if you didn't laugh at it, come tomorrow when you're taking a shower, you're going to be thinking about me. Because everybody does.
Dude, I feel weird. I'm in the shower just thinking about Dannie Tee, my butt cheeks spread.
And so that's where the shirt came from, because it was like one of the times I felt the most emasculate. So it was like tilt, toot, spread. So you, tilt, toot, spread, too. And that's what it was about.
Okay, now
yes.
Tilt,
toot, spread.
We've been pondering this for a few years now.
That bit has literally ruined my life. Like, not ruined my life, but it's like I will never. I think about that literally every time I shower.
It's
like,
single-handedly the reason I take baths.
And you know what? Yeah. So that bath is a whole nother bit. I can talk about not being able to fit into it. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
but yeah,
bit.
that's inspired bit, man. That's a good one.
That's a good one, Danny. I love that bit.
Thanks, man.
Oh man, that's funny.
Oh man, Danny, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. It's been fantastic.
For sure, man. It's been fun. Let's shake hands and be professional.
Absolutely.
You got any upcoming shows you want to talk about?
Yeah, I be at the Funny Bone at the end of this week, the 26th, 27th. Is that the right date?
Let me look.
Yep.
Okay, yep.
Next week, 26,
26,
27.
27.
Yeah, 26, 27.
Next Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over at the Funny Bone. I'll be opening up for. You looked it up.
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh man.
Hold on. I got you. You just keep
It's,
plugging.
we can edit it. We can edit it.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll be opening up for
26 and 27.
yeah, 26, 27.
Eddie Ift.
I'll be opening up for Eddie If over there at the Funny Bone. Should be fun. I always enjoy going over there and doing comedy.
Yeah.
As well as down at Teehees. And the great part about it, I love that 2 comedy clubs are able to survive in Des Moines because they kind of cater to different facets of the community. The community of comedy. You know, Teehees seems like they focus a lot more on the local guys and probably some of the guys who haven't made it to the bigger rooms yet. Even though they have had some big names down there.
That's a big name.
I was impressed.
Dean Del Rey.
Dean Del Rey down
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying. So it's not like they're not there, but it's like then the Funny Bone. I think it's like about the established compared to the new.
Yeah.
The Funny Bone's just been around for years and mixed in with the improv that had many people come through. Teehees is new and upcoming, but man, their open mics and their classes and all the things they're doing just makes me excited when it comes to the
Teehees kind of helps
thing, dude.
Open those doors for people that want to get into it, and they kind of nurse the young people.
Oh, for sure, man.
Bring them up, get that confidence to go up there, build that 5 minutes up, so then you can go open for someone big.
For sure, man. It's great. I love both of them, man. But yeah, like I said, I'll be at the Funny Bone coming up the end of this month.
Okay.
And then I'll be doing a comedy class over there at Teehees starting in September, every Wednesday before the open mic. So
yeah, check that out. Teehees.com, TEEHEES.com.
Teehees, titties, and taters.
TTT, baby.
Danny, thanks again for being on the show. Thanks to our sponsors, Lola's, BBOPS, Mullin Group, and thanks to Coa Cantina down here
Dude,
at 425.
Can I ask a question to the man?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You did all this? All right. Hey, will this show go viral with me on it? I didn't bring my readers.
Let's see. It's decidedly so.
What? That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's get it.
Dannie
Blowing
Tee.
up.
Love it.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Yep.
Peace.